Hey guys, Brandon for Set the Record Straight. I think I'm going to be shifting the name to the 2-minute apologist maybe. Doesn't quite have a perfect ring to it, but like J. Warner Wallace always says, we don't need another $1 million apologist, we need a $1 million $1 apologist. So I'm going to be trying to condense these videos. I can't pull off 1 minute, so maybe we'll be 2 minutes. I'm going to quiz you real quick. I'm going to describe an animal, see if you can guess it, okay? It's got fur like a mammal, although this fur glows under UV light. That's kind of weird. It's got spurs like a rooster, lays eggs like a bird. It's got a tail like a beaver. It's got webbed feet like a duck. What do you think it is? It's duck-billed platypus, you're right. Lives down in Australia, lives in creeks and rivers. It's the only water-based mammal that lays eggs, very unique. Guys, it's got something that just defies any evolutionary mechanism or logic. It closes its eyes and nose underwater and can still hunt with amazing precision. How does it do that? Okay. It reads the electrical impulses put off by the shrimp's tail's movements. I mean, are you kidding me? How do you evolve a feature like that? It doesn't happen. Kind of like a whale evolving the ability to separate its mouth and nose and the respiratory system so that every time it opened its mouth, it didn't drown, because that would kind of stifle your evolutionary progress if every time you tried to open your mouth to eat, you died. But it's just such a unique animal, but it puzzles evolutionists for the simple fact that it has these features of mammals, of reptiles, of birds. So they studied the genome, and it is pretty amazing that we can study the DNA of these animals now. But what did it tell us? It didn't tell us that it evolved. It told us that this is how it showed up in the fossil record, and this is what we got today. So instead of just accepting the evidence of where it truly leads, they start with that evolutionary paradigm that they force onto the data, and they're just unwilling to accept the implications for it. Because if it started with God's word, the absolute truth of when this animal was created, it would completely destroy their evolutionary tree, their made-up tree that, like I said yesterday, doesn't have roots, trunk, stem, any of it. Doesn't have any of the branches. All we've got is those leaves at the end. So where are all these transitional fossils? Where's our ability to create life in a laboratory? Still can't do it. So anyway, I think the duck-billed platypus is a really cool example of something that just puzzles evolutionists, and it's a head scratcher for them. And there's a great song, and sometimes things are just designed to do what they do, and what it does so well. I hope I got that right. So much bouncing around in this little noggin of mine. But anyway, I think the platypus is another great example of God's amazing creation. And there again, I'm at 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I can't even meet this single goal. Maybe tomorrow. Stick with me tomorrow. Maybe we'll get it under 2 minutes. Y'all take care.